Hello everyone. Now that it is March and we have not had much snow this season, we are crossing our fingers that a warm spring is on its way. I have several updates for you this month, as well as a number of things that are happening around campus to share with you. Of course, it's important that I start with an update about our gymnasium renovations and bathroom. That project is finally coming to an end. If you were here for Homecoming February 1st, or the tournament the weekend of February 14th to 16th, you were able to see the changes and I got a lot of positive feedback. Of course, there are two details that are not finalized yet. Our new bleachers are coming this month and the scoreboards have not come yet. Once those two things are done and in place, the project will be completed. It's a beautiful new gymnasium that we look forward to using for years to come, and thank you all for your patience in this process. I also want to share with you an update about our new project for the exterior signage. We've done some work inside to make some changes. We have the new banners that we changed outside on the poles, but we realized that the signage outside was very old and hadn't been updated in a long time. After this week, I'm happy to share with you that we finally have new signs in place, and when you come on campus, you'll notice that they look dramatically different. This does also mean that we need to do a new paint job on all the buildings so the colors are better coordinated. For the alumni, we know you care deeply about the old metal sign that was put on the Germantown campus from the old Mount Airy campus. Of course, out of respect for the alumni and the school's history, we will keep the sign and preserve its history. We're not sure yet exactly where we'll keep it. We may keep it in the museum, or because it's so large, find another place for it, but we'll talk more with the alumni about that before making a decision. Of course, we also had our Psd Homecoming, which was a very successful event. Over 250 people came, and it's always an exciting time to get the community involved in supporting our students and our athletic program. We competed against WPSD, and neither the girls nor the boys won, but it was still a great event. Of course, we also had the ESDAA tournament, and the Eastern tournament happens every year for the Schools for the Deaf, and the girls competed this year in Lexington. That was February 7th, 8th, and 9th. The girls fought hard and came in third place and did a great job. The boys played in their game here February 14th, 15th, and 16th. There were a number of schools and it was good competition, but the boys unfortunately didn't play very well. They did a great job though and came out with the Sportsmanship Award for such a great attitude throughout the championship. They came in 7th place for basketball. We also talked to all the superintendents and heads of school and decided to bring all of the mascots we could to have, for the first time ever, a group photo of all the school's mascots. Occasionally, a mascot here or there will show up for the tournament, but we had several this year, which was nice to finally have those pictures, and you can see them on the website. There were two schools, unfortunately, that couldn't send their mascot. One team didn't come all together, and the other team didn't have a mascot that was able to join. But for those who did participate, it's wonderful to see those pictures. Next fall, we'll be hosting the volleyball tournament, so we're looking ahead to that. And if you want to see the new gymnasium, we hope to see you there. We'll send more of the details for that as we go forward. February, of course, is Black History Month. We were thrilled and honored this year to bring in our guest speaker, Dominic Gordine. He is a Psd alumni, and he came back to speak to our students. He brought a wonderful spirit, shared very positive vibes, and had a great time with our students. That was during the day, and then that evening, the parents group hosted the spaghetti dinner and dessert auction. That, of course, was a wonderful event and able to bring in some fundraising support for the parents group. The next day, Dominic Gordine, our guest speaker, also presented to the Philadelphia chapter of Black Deaf Advocates. So every year we're able to do a 2-in-1 and have the same guest speaker for our group at school and for the Philadelphia chapter of Black Deaf Advocates as well. Now moving on to some updates for our students. This year, for the 4th year in a row, we took a group of students to Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. We went to participate in CEASD Advocacy Day. It's an opportunity for Schools for the Deaf and other community members to meet with legislators, representatives, and senators. They want to meet with whoever represents their state. So in our case, PSD and WPSD had meetings with people who represent us on the Pennsylvania state level. We had meetings with 2 of our senators, and then everyone met with their local representatives as well. We're able to share a lot of good information for them to know. This, of course, is an annual event in support of a particular bill we'd like to see passed. It's right now called the Cogswell-Macy Act, and we have to keep fighting on Capitol Hill until there are enough senators and representatives to be in support, familiar enough with the bill to co-sponsor it, to put it through. We are also coming up on our 100th day of school. Every year we focus on that as a celebration, and of course this year we're also very focused on our Bicentennial, which is coming up in April. We'll have our 200th celebration in April, the alumni will celebrate their reunion in June, and there are a number of things happening around the school that it's hard to even share all of them with you. You can stay updated on everything happening at the school by looking at our website. One of the things I do want to share with you is that we have our Transition and Resource Fair. We have a number of vendors and organizations that are coming to support the community, share information with parents, tell you the resources we have in the local community, so we look forward to seeing you come to that. Again, you can see information and details about that on our website. Last but not least, I wanted to share with you information about our ongoing process of master planning. We recently started talking to different firms, and we hope to bring a company in to support us in this process. We want to think about how we can use the school, the next 15 to 20 years of the school's plans for our future, and we have almost made a final decision about which firm we're going to work with. Once we bring them on board, they will be working with a number of groups, including students, staff, community members, parents, and we expect that they'll have 9 to 12 months to complete their proposed master plan. Once they give it to us, then it's up to Psd to review it and make decisions about which parts of the plan to implement now or later as we see the future of Psd changing. Of course, that is important to consider the new property we acquired next door. Thank you, as always, for your ongoing support of the school and for staying tuned with the updates and everything that's happening here. We look forward to continuing the beautification of our campus like we did with the signage, and I'm sure there'll be lots of ongoing changes. Take care.